Hey everybody, Tommy here, World at War Comics, and my next special guest, Mr. Frederick Littles, joins me. He is owner of Wise Acre Comics. He is the publisher and editor for several titles. One of my favorites in all of indie comics is Magnus. That is his creation. But he is here to talk about Vibrant. And Vibrant has been created by Emeka Nkwo. And man, this title looks absolutely incredible. The art looks fantastic. It's currently on Kickstarter, has 8 days left. So I encourage you to use the link below, get over to Kickstarter, and make sure that you back this. Everything that Wise Acre puts out is super high quality. I am a fan. I own everything that has been published by them. So without further ado, here's Frederick and I to talk about Vibrant. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoy. Well, hello everyone. Back again, my good friend, Mr. Frederick Littles, owner of Wise Acre Comics, publisher extraordinaire, all kinds of banger titles. Get over to wiseacre.us and check it out. I think I own everything that you've ever produced, man. Anytime it says Wise Acre, I'm backing it, man. I'm buying it because it's such high quality. We talk about this every single time, Frederick. But anyways, enough about that, my friend. It's good to have you. How are you, man?
Great. It's been busy. I haven't been enjoying retirement life for a change. And so I feel like I have a lot more time on my hand to really delve into not only being a creator, but also a publisher and really dig into the business side of things and everything too as well. And so I find myself mentoring a lot more young creators, everything that want to jump into this space. And I'm very, very proud to work with this project here called Vibrant to discuss today.
Yeah, no, Vibrant looks absolutely awesome. I've already backed it, man. Emeka Nkwo is the creator and writer of it, and it looks like maybe he had a soft launch way back, maybe because I noticed on Instagram I saw someone holding a physical copy, so it looks like he came to the pro to get this thing out. But man, it looks awesome, man. The storyline looks great, and I thought, Frederick, let's just pull up the Kickstarter and show everybody what you got going on. We got 8 days left.
Awesome.
So certainly we want to try and get as many backers as possible. Goal has been reached, but we talk about this all the time, man. Normally, what you're asking, Frederick, and a lot of creators is not going to cover the cost of putting a comic together. It
No,
just doesn't, man, right?
it's not.
It's not, man. All right, let me pull it up, my friend, and let's take a look. Here we go, man. So right when you reached out to me, Frederick, I went to the Kickstarter, backed it right away, man. I'm like, oh shoot, that's
Appreciate it.
Wise Acre. I got to back it, man.
Appreciate it. No,
Yeah.
we just got letters in from Letter Squiz. Matter of fact, a couple
Nice.
of days ago. And let me tell you something. When it comes to lettering, Justin is just magnificent. He's a pro. Uh, this book looked phenomenal. I can't express the quality that's been put into this book and everything. And so what you see here is like the entirety of the project. 'Cause we haven't posted letters yet. I think I'm gonna post probably a page or two of letters tonight, so I get a chance to see exactly what the finished product thing will look like here in the future.
Wow. Well, let's jump right in, man. So here it goes. Here is the project overview. Maybe kind of walk us through maybe an elevator pitch as to what fans can expect in Vibrant.
So I would tell people and everything if they're fans of Invincible, right? Static Shock, Young Justice, you would love Vibrant. Amika has created this entire universe of original characters and everything. It's massive. And you will get a taste of everything as you scroll down through the project page, exactly what I'm talking about here. But he has really created his own Invincible universe in a way.
Yeah.
And so you have Vibrant, who's his lead character, but he has a story, a backstory. And I would love to have Amika come on one day to explain how he's able to craft this narrative because it's really authentic. It's really about his life, his personal life. And I believe with every story that has that much weight and that much purpose behind it makes it special.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's incredible, man. Just kind of looking it over real quick, man. It sounds like his father was a superhero. He has a sister who seems to have kind of taken after the father. And this character kind of feels maybe a little left out.
Yeah.
But powers are passed on to him. He ends up putting like a team together of other, superheroes to fight something or to do something. I haven't dug into it yet, but it does have that kind of an invincible touch to it. But like you said, much more personal because it is something near and dear to Mika's heart. So, and his experience, which I think brings in, like you said, an extra level of depth that I think a lot of fans are going to love.
Yeah, Chris, who's vibrant and everything in this series right here, he just kind of like has a late growth spurt. So he doesn't get his powers, from the forefront. And so he had to really, he's trying very hard to please his father. And it's just not working everything right. And it seemed like in a way when Mika wrote his story, he suppressed those powers for a reason. And like I said, I think because of that personal story behind it is why he suppressed those powers and it's why he didn't have his powers early on. And kind of goes through the story narrative, and there's twists. There are some twists and turns in this story and everything that I won't spoil it for everybody because you need to see it when it happens. And when it happens, you will see how his life in a way manifests from there going forward. And so I had a chance to edit this book and everything with Famika. We added additional 5 pages or so to the story and everything as well. And let me tell you, when this was one of my submissions this year. And at first I was like, Mika, I don't think this is going to work out, bro. It's great, but let me think about it. And the more and more I thought about this and researched everything on it, I came to really love just the personal side of the story and the universe he was creating. And when I came back to him, I asked him a question because oftentimes I get a chance to mentor creators. And I just simply asked the question, are you willing to put in the work and are you willing to invest in yourself? And he answered both of those questions with a authentic yes and everything, right? And we went to work. And then from there, I learned so much more about the universe he was crafting and the different characters that's involved and everything in it. This book is special. This book is special. And so I can't wait to get this book in everybody's hands.
I love it, man. I love it, Frederick. Well, let's look at some of the goals. Here's cover A right here, which I don't know whose shadow that is. I can't wait to dig in, but whoever it is, man, this person is huge, whoever it is, because that's quite the shadow, man. And it looks like already some damage has been done.
Oh yeah. If you follow them, Mika and everything on Instagram,
Hmm.
kind of give you a little bit of taste and everything of who it is. This actually he did an animatic sequence, everything of this actually scene that's actually in the comic book and everything too, which is very, very cool. But this is definitely a major player. You would definitely enjoy this person, this antagonist per se.
Yeah. And this cover is like insane, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's crazy. That is
beautiful
crazy.
cover.
The detail. Look at that thing, man.
It's nice.
That is beautiful. And Chris looks amazing right here.
Yeah, we're actually doing another variant cover. I'm waiting to get the artwork and everything from Mika. We're going to add it to the site there. There'll be additional variant cover. We'll be adding to the fold and everything as well. So you get a chance to get 3 covers for this campaign. And
Wow.
we'll probably make that a late play just in case.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Incredible. And we got some of the sequential art from the insides, and the art looks incredible too.
Yeah, this artist everything has a different palette, which I
Hmm.
enjoy. And if you delve into, I got a chance to be when I was in Italy and everything. I got a chance to just go to a lot of museums and stuff, and to really see like an oil canvas painting and different types of arts and everything too. It just reminds me of that. It just has a different feel and everything, different texture and everything to it. Some a little bit of a realness and everything as well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Even the shadows and the light looked amazing. Here comes some action sequences. Yeah, the art is dope, man. Can't wait to see the letters, especially after you talked about it.
The letters. I'm going to drop a couple pages today.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Check it out and everything. Justin just went ham.
I love it, man.
Our jaws, when I showed it to Mika for the first time, everything, his face was just jaws just dropped. And I told him, I say, letter squiz is really, really good. And I say, if you haven't worked them for the first time, everything, just brace yourself. Just get awe. And
Yeah.
just take a step back and take a moment to yourself and everything because this is the completion of your work.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. So some of the early artwork, the pencils and whatnot,
Yeah.
looks good. Looks good. All the layouts. All right, this kind of goes into some of the stuff that we were talking about already. This is 32 pages, which is it's nice and meaty, like always. Whenever you get Wiseacre, you always have some extra fun things in there, Frederick, which I always love. You got the two covers with one coming, a mystery variant, it sounds like. And Francesco, who I think he's done other things for you too, right?
Yes,
Yeah, no, his
I
art is
know
amazing.
Mika has sought him out everything for this campaign, everything right here. He was really surprised that he reached out to him because he loved what he was doing with Vibrant and he wanted to be a part of it. And so, he was really ecstatic about getting him everything to do a variant cover for him. And he showed me like a snippet and everything of it, which is kind of like he didn't show me the full version of it yet, right? But what I have seen thus far, I have to get my hands on this cover. It's really, really good.
I can't wait to see it, man. I cannot wait to see it. I always love seeing like old concept art, as you know, you're trying to figure out what that look is going to look like. But you could see Chris here early on. This guy's kind of like a kick-ass vibe, like a homemade, and then you can see the I guess you would say the progress in the development of the actual suit. But that is cool, man.
Yeah, it's fun to see the different revisions within the character concept because you're trying to bring that person everything to life.
Hmm.
As you continue to, and I tell everybody sometimes your main revision that you saw for the first time, everything will not be your finished product
Hmm.
because you're constantly getting ideas, you're constantly watching things happen, everything around you, and you bring that into your world. And so it's okay to tweak some things here and there.
I love it, man. Looks good.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know who she is, but she looks amazing. Got the S on the chest.
Yeah, I want to say I won't ruin it and everything.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that's spoiled, uh, and I want to say there is some type of relationship thing with either his sisters or somewhat like that and everything for Vibrant.
Mm.
It'd be interesting to see how she comes to the fold.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Here goes a couple more. Yeah, the art is cool, man. The foreman. That's what the F was.
Yeah, he's doing quite a few trade cards.
Ooh, nice.
That's going to be a couple of the characters and everything too. I just saw Foreman, and Foreman was he really grabbed me when I first saw him for the first time. I was like, man, who is this character? And he showed me the trade card. And I was like, oh yes, oh yes.
I love it. Yeah, all these look dope. Spoil, Techno Geek looks awesome. Impact Atlas.
He has some great characters. So
Yeah, that's cool, man. Looks good, man. Looks good. Look at that. Damn. That looks tight. Yeah, a little more detail on each of the characters as you get more to the Kickstarter. The link is going to be right below, so just hit that link, get right over to the Kickstarter. 8 days left, but yeah, a lot of really cool information on each of the characters. Look at that art, man.
yeah, I told myself, Mika, you have to do something with this artwork, man. You just can't let it not showcase it because it's so good. And people need to really see and really do a deep dive into your universe and everything. Because when you start getting on interviews and whatnot, that's the lore that you want
Mhm.
to, explain your story and everything, how you create these characters. And so, I asked him, what brought you to Magnus?
Yeah,
And he was like, the lore, man, the character. I said, yeah, but you see me showing you the characters constantly throughout and everything, the Orisha across the board. So that's something you have special and everything here with your main characters. You're only adding on to
yeah,
your character sheet.
love it, man. The foreman.
Yeah.
Look at that. He looks like he been around for a while, man.
The gray in the beard. I like
Yeah,
that.
I love that. Nice touch. Maturity. Uh, That looks crazy, man. Spoil. And here's the team. Yeah, the art is incredible, man. I'm not
Yeah,
sure I could pronounce Emmanuel's name, the first name right there. So I don't want to be disrespectful and chop it all up, but the art is next level, man. I mean,
they've been
congrats.
they've been together for a while and everything. That's something I told Emeka was when he submitted the project. I said, look, I do not want you to change your artist because this work and everything is fabulous. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I said, but what he submitted me initially everything was he did so much, he was so much dialogue heavy,
Yeah.
exposition wise, everything. He was really covering up the artwork with the dialogue, the bubbles. And I was like, I really can't enjoy the artwork and everything because you got bubbles everywhere. I said, let's go through and understand really how to dissect flow and pacing. And then also understanding exposition and everything as well. So I took time with him throughout the duration of this project and everything to get it to the point to where I feel like, you know what, it's ready for prime time. And he really trusted that process. He trusted that feedback. And it was never nothing, it was no criticism whatsoever. It was always constructive feedback to make him a better writer, a better creator across the board. So I can't wait to issue number 2. And I told him, say, look, you're taking the lead on this. You're gonna write this thing yourself now, utilizing the tools that I gave you and everything, and develop your skill sets and stuff like that to become a better creator and writer.
Yeah. Yeah. So important, man. So important. Well, this is beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So let's look at some of the stretch goals. We'll go back to the top right here. And so we got the bookmark, which I got my Magnus ones in my comics, so that's always cool. We got some trading cards, several different trading cards as you hit different goals. So yeah, this is incredible, man. And then issue 2, early production. If we could get to that goal. So a lot of really cool goals. There's still 8 days left, so plenty of time to jump in. We got to at least get that bookmark, man. Come on. Come
I,
on.
I think we'll definitely get to the bookmark and everything. Like I say, we already started looking at the design construct and everything for the bookmark. And then also, like I said, I work with Ready Comics here in Arizona and everything for the metal bookmarks and stuff like that too. They're a great company. So shout out to them for helping us out to get some great bookmarks, everything I have picked up as well from other indie comic creators, and everything too. And so, the metal art has been something special that we have to delve into a little bit more for our campaigns.
Yeah, yeah. No, incredible. Well, I'll make sure I put the link below so make it really easy for everybody to get over there. Get over there and back. 8 days ago, you're at 69 backers. Something like this should have at least 100 backers, man. So there's plenty of time to reach that goal, and we're less than $400 away from the bookmark, which is awesome, man. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful comic book. Cannot wait myself to get my hands on it, Frederick. But again, like I said, everything that goes through Wise Acre, man. It's such high quality, man. I enjoy it. Magnus is my jam, man. I love Magnus. So, great work as always, my friend.
Well,
Ah, yes.
the newest one just came in sample wise and everything for the newest logo. And we're getting this ready for something special. We cannot announce it just yet. We did submit it to get it approved and everything for by the company and whatnot. And then once they approve and give us thumbs up, we'll start making some announcements and everything coming forward here in the future, not only for Wise Acre Comics, but also for the House of Wise.
Yes, love it, man. Well, why don't you kind of give us an overview, right? So that was obviously Vibrant. That's part of the House of Wise. Can you kind of give us just an overview of the publishing from a company standpoint? You have Wise Acre, House of Wise. Can you kind of talk about what you're trying to build here?
Yeah, so one of the things and stuff when I started the company and whatnot, uh, I did a lot of research first, and I know I wanted to go into indie comics and stay in that lane, but I wanted to take a look at what the Image do, what did Milestone do, and what they didn't do, and then what were their successes and what were their failures and everything too, right? And as I delve into it, I bridged and linked with not only Godhood Comics, but also Punch Publishers to really learn a little bit more about the industry because I really didn't know anything about it. And then as soon as I started learning a lot more things and stuff behind the scenes, everything, how to create a comic book from scratch, I really started delving into, okay, let me get the stories together and everything. I want how my flagship titles. That would be my foundation and my base. And then once I built that out, everything that became really Wise Acre Comics. And that became, I had Magnus as my flagship title because people really, really enjoyed that series. And then from there, I took on my first creator, of creating the imprint within the structure of Wise Acre Comics. So give me opportunity not only to take young creators to give them a door, to open that door for them, to where I can ease that burden of financial costs and everything, right? And so, a lot of things and stuff we did were, it came out of pocket in a way from me to really pour into them and their books and everything and get them off the ground. And then from there, like I said, we started building that imprint and we have the likes of Aura, with the likes of Pittman, we got Western Vengeance, we got Black Salt, we got Vibrant, you name it, Neon Ghost, COTL for Dark Sentinel, a range of books out there IP wise. And the biggest thing about it was these creators have 100% ownership of their IP. It was a model that image and everything followed, and I wanted to make sure I made sure that the same was still here within this Indian environment. And then from there, we started growing. And then I found myself pretty much everything, really taking a look at milestone from a standpoint of not only people of color, but just diverse voices,
Mhm.
all voices that resonate with me and everything. And being in the military, that's one thing that really set with me over the course of my career. Let me pour 25 plus years back into this publishing unit, but also this imprint, and then get them tools for them to be successful and everything too. And so we started back in around 2022 in that range, everything really full-fledged. Just working behind the scenes on a lot of projects and everything, right? They're not seeing the light of day as of yet. And finally, those projects are coming to life. And so, again, just working for uh, industry vets, being in my ear, giving me some guidance and everything too, some feedback and too to make me a better publisher, and really adding the pieces of the puzzle together, everything, right? So we just actually hired our new editor in chief, Anthony. He has 27 years in the industry, right? And so he's going to give us a different outlook, a different eye set when it comes to making sure we have quality work through pushing everything out. I gave him the script. We actually gave him the actual draft copy of Crisis Uncut yesterday. I said, Anthony, just give me a quick overview of what you would provide from an editor standpoint. And he sent me like three different things I didn't even see in my copy. I was like, oh my goodness, how did I miss that? And so to me, that's part of the creative team, right? I wanted to make sure the house and all of myself had a creative team that surrounded them to where their projects now will stand out amongst the best. And so they could compete. We could put them in comic book stores. And that's one of the biggest things and stuff. I talked to my dad the other day. He was like, these cities, these towns, everything, they need these stories, these books. We need to put these books, everything in kids' hands. Our generation, we love comics, but the biggest issue that I wanted to tackle was the newest generation. That gap is wide. And so my mission here at Wise Acre and everything is to close that gap, but also uplifting creators everything across the board in a variety of ways. And through support, that's one thing I really love about crowdfunding. I would support dozens and dozens of campaigns because I see the potential. I want to be able to uplift other indie creators, everything out there for them to be successful because I know how hard it is to produce a comic book. The struggle is real.
Struggle is real, man. Yeah, you better have a passion for it, man, because
Indeed.
I don't know too many millionaire comic book creators, man.
No, not at all. I really, I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I
Maybe
was
you're the
telling,
only one, Frederick. Maybe just you, man.
I was telling Pat today and everything was, I had a project, First Kings, 4 years in the making. And I put a post and everything online was, it takes perseverance and everything to really be in this industry. You have to want it and see it come to life and everything too, right? And I put so much effort into these stories to see them cross the finish line one day. It might not happen overnight, but if you stick with it, I guarantee if you're passionate about it, I guarantee it, you'll be successful in your own right. And success don't have to be financial, right? It don't have to be money. It can be just, hey, I can see the finished product right here in my hands. I'm full. I'm happy. Let's move on to the next thing.
Yeah. I love it, man. Well, Frederick, you're doing it, man, doing it at a high level. You know how much of a fan I am of everything that comes out of Wise Acre. Congratulations on another banger. And from what you sent me earlier, man, you got them lined up, my friend. So we're gonna make sure that
Every,
we're talking Wise
every
Acre a lot.
say every month this year and everything, right? We have a campaign that's launching out on both Kickstarter as well as Zoop, and we're also trying out crowdfunder just to test the capabilities and everything to see. Again, it's hard trying to bring people into the fold on different platforms where they're all centralized into Kickstarter already. But we did look at Zoop. Zoop is more comic book centric, right? And so our first book coming from the House of Wise, we have City of Demons from Parker. Uh, let me tell you, folks, he has right now 7 issues scripted and everything produced. I read through all 7 issues and I told Parker, I said, man, look here. And I thought for sure I knew who the person was going to be in a part of this plot. Uh, and now I'm lost because you have got me now. This story is insane. It's amazing. People go to Zoop, follow, get ready to pledge for City of Demons, you would not be disappointed. That book is amazing. Western Vengeance will be our next project for Kickstarter after Vibrant. Jim has a Western hit on his hands. I haven't seen anything like I love Western, but this is different.
Yeah.
This hits a little bit different, everything. And he's going to bring in some for this campaign, his campaign, some artists coming in and everything to do some original artwork as well to offer during the campaign also. So again, we're looking forward to a great year. Lots of things happen behind the scenes, lots of campaigns that happen, everything too. We're hitting on all cylinders right now. Get ready for a great show.
Well, I love it, Frederick. I cannot wait, my friend. And hopefully I get out into the Arizona area, man. I'd love to have some lunch with you when I'm out there for work or something. But I always
Now,
enjoy you, man.
if not, like I said, you'll see me next at Phoenix Fans Fusion
Yeah.
here in the next couple of weeks and stuff like that. So if you're in the area, come on out, come and see me at the table and everything, the booth. We have a great time.
I love it. Well, Frederick, as always, my friend, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for letting me know about Vibrant. That way I could back it, and that way I stay on track of making sure I have all those Wiseacre products coming my way, my friend. But I hope you have a wonderful week, and congrats on another one, my friend.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Frederick, have a great week, my friend. Talk soon. All right, bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.